What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of the Big Cat Chat podcast. We were not here last week because, well, let's just say it. Your boy over here, he had a kid. How you feeling, brother?
Feeling good.
Good to
Che-
hear. Good to hear.
cheers to me.
Hell yeah. You know what? I got water. Close enough.
It is close enough to actually. Ugh.
Cheers. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's why we weren't here last week, guys. But we should be here every week now. And we actually have another guest. The goal is to have a guest every week. So we'll get to who the guest is later. I just want to tell you guys we do have a guest. But we get a lot to talk about because we talk everything on here, and college football is back. And we have stuff to talk about in that on top of the NFL. So we'll go ahead and start it with the playoff is getting expanded to 12 teams in 2026. Thoughts?
So you know how Georgia just played Oregon, it was number 3 versus number 11, and they just dog walked the shit out of them.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's gonna be more of that probably. I mean, Oregon may have been overrated, but
I said they were a touch overrated, and
I said it was a what did I say? It was an R. Kelly touch overrated.
yeah, oh my gosh.
On the rating of touches, it was R. Kelly level.
But yeah, I mean, Georgia is Georgia and Bama is Bama. That's going to happen. Uh, in my opinion, I used to be a guy who wanted to expand the playoffs. And I mean, I'm fine with expanding it to like 6 or 8 teams because I think that's better. But as a whole, I feel like expanding the playoffs just gives those teams that are the best that go to the playoffs every year or it gives the teams that actually have a chance to win the national championship more security than it does give it other teams a chance to win the national championship.
I'm all for giving more teams a shot. I mean, hell, was it any given Sunday or Monday
Yeah,
or Thursday or Friday or Saturday?
I guess
There's
it's just
games. There's games every fucking day of the week.
it
But
just feels
you know,
it just feels like now it guarantees that Bama and Georgia and Ohio State are going to make the playoffs every year. There's no chance that they could mess up against Michigan and miss the playoffs like last year.
yeah,
It also lessens the meaning of championship games like SEC championship game because those are just going to be for seeding now.
yeah. Because
Not
realistically, Ohio State and Michigan could both be undefeated going into that game. Excuse me. Whoever loses that game could still potentially be a top 12 team, even though they won't be in the Big Ten title game.
exactly. And like last year, think about last year. Ohio State, they had to beat Michigan to make the Big Ten championship game to have a chance to be able to go to the playoffs. They
Right.
didn't, so they missed the playoffs. They still had a chance to win the national championship if the playoffs are expanded, just because their team is that good.
Yeah, I know they said 2026, but I read something that said they're trying to get it as fast as 2024.
That'd be wild. But yeah, even Bama. Bama was on the opposite side of that scenario. They had
Yeah,
a make or break game against Auburn that would not be make or break. It wouldn't have the meaning it did then. The
yeah.
championship game against Georgia didn't mean ever
But I
wouldn't have
mean, at
meant
the
everything.
same time, though, it shouldn't be. Now, this is not the case for Bama, but it could be the case for some teams. It shouldn't be you lose one game and your season's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
It makes it pointless. Like if you lose a game week 3, it's like why the fuck would I even play anymore?
yeah, there's positives and negatives both ways.
You know, what I just realized
What?
I'm out here drinking this beer, right? So I'm over here. I'm like the Jaguars version / white trash Brett Coleman.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You're definitely the white trash version because he makes his beers
I'm saying.
or makes his drinks like crazy at the beginning of every episode.
So I'm saying. So I'm like the white trash version of Brett Coleman on this podcast.
Hey, you know what matters though?
I know more ball than him.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Don't let him see this. He won't.
He won't. He's too Hollywood for us.
Right.
All right. Since we just talked about that, let's talk about some college football week one. Week one, every given Saturday, every given Sunday too, it was lit.
And it was on Thursday and
Well,
Friday.
yeah. I mean,
And there's a game on
oh,
tonight.
yeah, because Thursday was the West Virginia game. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then there's a game on tonight.
I mean, college football this week was crazy.
Clemson, Georgia Tech.
I mean, I could see Georgia Tech running the money, running that game.
Why
You
is
know,
Clemson ranked number 4? They were awful last year.
it's because their defense is
Did they
insane.
they have a good recruiting class?
Yeah. Plus, I mean,
Who's starting for quarterback for them?
DJ Uiagalelei, but
It's still him?
yeah, but they do the difference this year is they actually have a backup who could step in and be something. They have a 5-star freshman,
As
Cade
opposed to that
Klubnik.
backup last year who was like his name was also fucking couldn't
He
even pronounce it.
he got benched, or Uiagalelei got benched in a game and then got put back in because the other guy was so bad.
Yeah.
But it really Clemson season. If Uiagalelei is as bad as he was last year, they're going to struggle. And
Yeah.
Cade Klubnik will play. I think Cade Klubnik is actually pretty good. He looked good in spring, but he's still a freshman at the end of the day.
But I digress.
If they play good, they're going to be amazing because their defense is amazing. But yeah, I guess how you feeling about Michigan?
Well, we'll see after this week if they decide to go with JJ McCarthy as a starting quarterback because Cade is a good backup. Let's just say that.
He's a solid college quarterback. He's just
He's
not
not
that
JJ.
guy.
JJ is better arm talent. He can run. He makes the defense have to account for more stuff. He gives your offense more versatility. It's just he checks all
He's
the
just
boxes.
better. He's
checks all-
better.
he is. He's just better. He's a 5-star for a reason. He checks all the boxes. Cade doesn't.
You know, it's crazy.
Cade is safe. He's a game manager.
You know, it's crazy. Anthony Richardson was a 3-star.
Wow. Who messed that up?
Everybody. But
I feel pretty good about Michigan. The defense. I mean, granted, it was Colorado State. But they got like over 7 or more sacks. I can't remember. I stopped counting after 7. So,
Jesus.
that 5-star transfer we got that was at Bama at one point. I can't remember his name. It's another weird name.
Defensive tackle.
Defensive end. He got a sack in that game.
Oh yeah, I remember you sent that to me.
It was like what's his name? It's like Anome something. I can't.
Michigan has some wild names. You should read the names on that offensive line, bro.
I'm good.
I gotta look up your center's name real quick.
Michigan. I'm gonna look at that guy's name. It's like Ayabe Anoma or something like that.
Yeah,
Ayabe Anoma. He's a linebacker. He's an outside linebacker. He's a 3-4 outside linebacker. His first snap as a Wolverine, and he got a sack. If that's a freaking foretelling of things to come, we'll be all right.
I mean, he is that guy. I mean, you have a wide receiver named Christian Bartholomew.
He don't play.
You got a linebacker, Nikai Hill Green. That's not a crazy name. Where is your this is an offensive lineman. Alusagun Alawatimi.
Yeah, he's a transfer too. That is a beast.
He's a graduate. I know he's sick. He was making crazy blocks.
Yeah, he's sick.
you got Mozzie Smith on the defensive line. He's sick.
He had a sack.
You got
he's a nose tackle for us.
He's a nose?
Yeah. He's like 6'3", like 336 or 330 something. And dude's a crazy athlete. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he was on Bruce Feldman's freaks list.
Number 1. He wasn't just on it. He was number 1.
Him and Anthony Richardson are definitely like the most two biggest freaks in all of college
football.
football.
Hutchinson wasn't even number 1. I believe he was number 2. Michigan just gets for getting crazy like hyper athletic players. You think we would have showed better against Georgia, but I still think we would have played better if we had JJ starting. But it is what it is. But I digress.
Exactly. That's all you can say.
We're moving to the future. How do you feel about them Gators, boy?
Let me move my mic real quick.
Can't even hear it.
Don't care if you can hear it or not. You can see it. Man, I'm telling you, that was the game of my life. I was there. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you've definitely seen the reaction video I posted. That was insane. The most sold out. It was sold out. If you Google how many seats that stadium holds and then look at how many tickets there were sold, there was like multiple thousand tickets. That it doesn't add up. The math doesn't add up. But it was the most sold home opener in school history. That was crazy. Utah, ranked 7th, got beat by Billy Napier and the unranked Gators in his first game. Anthony Richardson looks like a Heisman candidate.
He looks like him.
And I've been saying this all off season. I've been saying this for like a year now. I've been saying Anthony Richardson is that guy. And I mean, everybody tries to give me the stats argument that his stats weren't that good last year.
Yeah, we can't trust you though. You're biased.
This is what I said. People said I loved Emory Jones. I did not. I have a video of me just watching his film and saying I'm excited to see what he can do because he's athletic. I didn't say I was excited for him. Anthony Richardson, I openly said I think he's that guy. Kyle Trask, I thought Kyle Trask was going to be that guy for Florida his senior year. He was. And I mean, Anthony Richardson is Kyle Trask looks like a joke when you watch Anthony Richardson. People have been saying people compare him to Cam Newton a lot, and that aggravated Sean for the longest time. How'd you feel watching how'd you feel about that comp watching that game? I mean, obviously he's not Cam Newton, he's Anthony Richardson, is what I say. But still.
Their play style similar. I don't think he's quite at that level yet, only because I know you say his supporting cast is bums, but go look at that Auburn supporting class that Cam Newton had, and that is freaking bums.
I think Anthony Richardson is faster and arguably like
he's probably faster, but yeah, I realized Cam Newton was like 6'6", 250 pounds.
Yeah.
So he ran like a 4.61 or a 4.58 or something like that.
Cam Newton was bigger. Anthony Richardson is faster and I think more athletic. That's bold of me to say, but I think
Cam had a bigger arm. Like a bigger arm. Like I think Cam could probably launch it. Like he could launch it probably a little further.
You think? Because I know Anthony Richardson launched it 70 plus at the Manning Passing Academy.
I think Cam could, back in his heyday at Auburn, could probably sail that.
Fair enough. I mean, the zip on the ball from Anthony Richardson, I could watch every pass he throws.
I will say he has to learn to take some off sometimes.
Yeah, I understand. He definitely needs to throw a touch more.
Yeah, he's beaming dudes or 4 yards away from him. Like, calm down.
It's just so satisfying watching and they're all spirals too. His throwing motion is clean.
It looks good. It looks good. He's definitely going to be a first round pick. If people were saying he's not going to be one, then they're retarded.
If somebody tried to tell me Malik Willis was more athletic than Anthony Richardson,
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Somebody, I remember during the offseason, some person said, Anthony Richardson is the Malik Willis of the SEC. I'm like, bro, there's no such thing as a Malik Willis of the SEC. Malik Willis is Malik Willis because he's throwing 3 interceptions against Middle Tennessee.
Malik Willis would have got feasted on in the SEC.
Oh my Lord. He wouldn't have gotten drafted if he was in the SEC.
Like, that shit he got away with at middle. Where'd he go?
Liberty.
Liberty. That shit he got away with at Liberty. Nah, that's not happening in the SEC, bud.
He was not getting drafted if he played in the SEC.
But I digress.
I've been saying for the longest time, Anthony Richardson should go no lower than the 3rd round. And now that I've seen him play, because I was confident in him, but I did want to see because he didn't have experience. But now that I've seen him play against a good team, I'm like, yeah, this guy can be the number 1 pick. I know Bryce Young is Bryce Young. I love Bryce Young. CJ Stroud is CJ Stroud. He's a baller. But I've never seen Cam Newton is the only quarterback I've seen that's on the talent sky level that Anthony Richardson is.
One thing, and this could be an important thing depending on who's drafting, that AR has on those guys, he's a lot bigger than them.
Exactly.
So if they're running around and shit and get hit, he's liable to take the hit better than them.
Bryce Young is small. That's his biggest issue.
I will say, I know you said Cam Newton was the only one. Go back and watch some Vince Young at Texas, my guy.
Oh, yeah, I know Vince Young was crazy, bro.
That guy he might have sucked in the NFL, but he was bonkers.
I just think on a pure talent level, I'm like, people forget when you say stuff like this, people ignore what you're actually saying. On a pure talent level, Anthony Richardson is probably arguably the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. Cam Newton is up there. I say arguably. I'm not saying he is, arguably. But
to be fair, you didn't really see Vince Young.
Exactly. He runs a 4.4. He's 6'4". I don't think you were
alive. Were you alive?
I was born in 2004, early 2004.
So you were barely alive.
But yeah, he's 6'4", 240. He can hurdle guys. He runs a 4.4. I refuse to believe he runs slower than a 4.4. And he can throw the ball 70 yards. Like, oh my Lord. Sorry. I can't get over it. And I mean, the rest of
Anyways, speaking
the
on other
defense.
college stuff,
Yeah,
we gotta we're getting carried away here. It's almost 7 o'clock already.
yeah. I mean, well,
Um,
since we talked about our teams, we'll just skim through the rest of college football. I mean,
I
there's some
think
crazy upsets.
I'm just gonna put out there a team that looks offensively looks pretty decent. Is Arkansas, in my opinion, with KJ Jefferson and that tight end Trey Knox. That dude,
I mean,
crazy.
I like Arkansas a lot. I mean, the issue for Arkansas is their schedule is just a buzz. It's a buzz saw. Is that the word?
Sure,
Is this another meme we're creating right now?
it might be the road. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard for sure.
But they just have an absolute killer schedule because they play Bama. I believe they might play Georgia. They play because they're in the SEC West. The SEC West is a different animal.
Yeah,
But hey, I like Arkansas. They could be pretty good. KJ Jefferson's another guy who gets play style comps to Cam Newton. I think his play style is like he's literally grocery store Cam Newton. He plays the exact same.
he doesn't get talked about a lot, but I think he's pretty good.
I think he's a good college quarterback. I don't think he's going to
Yeah,
transition to the NFL.
I don't know if it's going to translate, but at the college level, he's pretty good.
Kentucky comes down to Florida next week. I'm excited for that game. How do you feel about Will Levis? He's in the draft. I have been an avid Will Levis hater, you could say. I
like him.
I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but his decision making is not pretty. He has as many interceptions as Emory Jones last year, and he already has one against Miami, Ohio. I don't like his throwing motion that much. His physical talent. The key for Florida next week is we just need to stop him running the ball because Cam Rising ran really well against us. We need to stop Will Levis from doing that.
Sidebar. What a great name.
Kim
Rising.
He didn't rise to the occasion.
Hey, he almost did.
He almost did. Dude, oh my Lord. That interception to end the game. I had a heart attack, bro.
Yeah, but going back to Will Levis, I like Will Levis. I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like Kentucky usually has bums on offense, but he's all right.
I think he has potential. I just think he's been heavily overrated because
I gotta watch more. I don't watch a lot of SEC football.
People are acting like he was a top 5 pick because he didn't get absolutely annihilated by Georgia, even though he got annihilated by other teams.
Right. I don't watch a lot of SEC football. I usually watch, if I'm not watching Michigan, I watch teams of consequence, like Big Ten football teams.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got potential, so we'll see what happens. I mean, they're down like 3 running backs against Florida this coming week.
Yeah, Notre Dame's defense might be really good because CJ Stroud was like a bum for like 3/4 of football.
Yeah, I saw the game. Ohio State only scored 21. I mean, to be fair, JSN, he was out most of the game, I believe.
Yeah, but they have
Marvin Harrison Jr.
They got abundant of receivers. They have another guy too. I can't really give his name, but they got a whole bunch of receivers.
They have arguably I don't even know if it's arguably. They probably have the best receiving room in the country.
Yes, because Marvin Harrison Jr. could probably be a first-round pick too.
Didn't you say they were rotating Travion Henderson with some guy?
Some guy, something Williams or some shit. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I've watched him. He's like a bowling ball kind of.
He's not bad. I just didn't get it.
Yeah, I think he'll get drafted too. I just think he's like a late round, like if you want a bowling ball kind of guy.
Yeah, but Travion Henderson's like a guy who's probably going to go like late first, early second.
Exactly. So
I don't know why you're playing this other bum.
Getting...
Unless he was like nicked up or something. But
Texas A&M's offense looks horrific.
But Quinn Ewers though.
Quinn Ewers, I mean, he looks solid. He did have a pick, but it was his first game. I'll give him some credit. He's got a big game coming up against Alabama, though.
That's going to be a barn burner.
I mean, I'm actually going to be rooting for Texas that game.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
I don't root for Texas that much, but Bama, I can't root for Bama unless they're playing Georgia. So,
yep.
What's go Texas? Like, what's their phrase?
Hook 'em,
Texas.
Hook 'em horns. Yeah, come on, bud.
I'm a casual, I guess now. Anyways,
fucking casual.
Got any last?
Don't they have that receiver, Xavier Worthy, right?
Xavier Worthy is a stud. He's one of the best receivers in the country.
Is he a sophomore?
Yes, he was a freshman last year.
So he's not coming out.
Nope. They also have Bijan Robinson, best running back in the country.
Maybe because the Jaguars will be really good this year and they're going to pick late. We wait and then get Xavier Worthy next year.
Maybe. You know what we need? You know what we need? You know what we need to talk about?
What?
Keishawn Butte.
He's ass.
This man had everybody fooled.
He needs to ball out the remaining games for me to feel different about him.
My issue is he didn't look. It's not that he's not talented. He just gave no damn yesterday. He gave no fucks yesterday.
He had no effort at all.
He had like 3 drops because they were all just like it looked like DJ Chark in 2019, I believe it was.
2020.
2020? Okay. He was dropping passes that are hitting him in the hands because he just wasn't trying that hard. He was running lazy routes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one play where he had a touchdown. Like, yes, he was gonna get hit. Fair. But it's Keishawn Butte. You're supposed to be one of the best receivers in the country. The ball was definitely catchable. It's a touchdown. He didn't even turn for it.
He didn't even look.
Our friend JTE member Lucas, who has been fighting for Keishawn Butte all offseason because he's an LSU fan. Every time we say JSN is clearly wide receiver 1, he gets mad at us because he says he's not clearly, he's only arguably, because he thinks, I mean, even PFF thought Keishawn Butte was wide receiver 1. Then this guy comes out and gives no effort. I mean, Brian Kelly, that culture over there is looking rough.
Yeah.
Hey, though, they had Billy Napier in their backyard and they just said, we'll pass.
Billy Napier. Should have kept Edo.
Somebody said Brian Kelly's a fake Edo.
Might be.
All right, guys. That's all of college football talk for us this week. We'll be back to it next week. But now it is time for us to get a guest. So we're going to go ahead and send you right into it. You'll see who it is when we get there.
All right, guys. We're back. We're here with Touchdown Jaguars podcast co-host, Mr. James Johnson. How's it going, James?
I'm good, fellas. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. It's been a minute since I did a podcast appearance, so y'all keeping me up to date here, I guess, or keeping me going in terms of the radio and the podcast industry. I used to do a lot of that before I left Jaguars Wire, so I appreciate the opportunity, man. Ready to talk some football, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we're going to go ahead and just talk some Jaguars football. We'll go ahead and start it straight up with Laviska Shenault is gone. The Jags will receive a 2023 7th-round pick and a 2024 6th-round pick from the Carolina Panthers for Laviska Shenault. Immediate thoughts, James, you first.
So, yeah, with Laviska, I mean, coming into the whole equation, we knew he was going to be a project. You know, I've said this in our podcast. When Dave Caldwell drafted him, and Dave Caldwell is no longer here, so that hasn't helped things. And when you're dealing with a project player, it also doesn't help that he's had 2 to 3 coaches since then. So really never been able to settle in from that perspective. He's a guy that, you know, last year was the drops. This year we saw shades of that too in the preseason. So like when you're a project player like that, you got to get the little things like that right. You know, you got to hang on to the ball and what have you. So, you know, wish the man the best. You know, he was a dude that seemed like very down to earth in terms of, you know, the fan to player interaction. Just couldn't get it together on the field, man. And honestly, not shocked because just a part of me felt like Trent Baalke wasn't a Laviska Shenault guy like Dave Caldwell was, and that's just a personal feeling. So not shocked from that perspective. And you know, they just never could find anything with the new regime. You know, they was trying to at kick returner, they were trying to at punt returner. None of that worked. We all saw the film on that. I think that was week 2. He was looking
dropped his first punt.
Yeah, and he was looking slow in the process too. You know, the ones he could field. So he could never find his niche here, but you know, we'll see what he could do with the Panthers. I mean, I hated for him that he had to go there because I mean they aren't in the best shape either. So I wish he could have went to a better team, but we'll see what the future holds for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a good sign if the 2 guys who are banging the table for you are Dave Caldwell and Matt Rule, but you know, it happens. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised we got what we did because I like Laviska Shenault as a person. He was, like you said, he was great fan to player interactions and all that. But on the field, he dropped the ball. He was running the wrong routes, and when he was running the proper routes, they weren't great routes. He was slow. He's not crazy athletic, so I don't really see much upside there. And really, he's just a bruiser because people suggest putting him at running back, but his vision wasn't even crazy to me. Like when you throw those screens to him, he just tries to run through somebody instead of with the blockers or around guys.
Yeah,
So,
he did that. He did that in one of the preseason games. He caught a screen from the slot. The guy was blocked by the outside receiver, and he just ran right into that guy. Like, why? Why not try to make the most of your rep? You ran right into the guy. You guys pretty much covered it all. It's just funny to me that Urban Meyer, a former college coach, tried to feature him. Now he's going to Matt Rule, a former college coach, might try to feature him. So it seems like coaching wise, there's a certain type of coach that likes his skill set, but I just don't think it's going to translate that well.
all right, now that we got that over with, roster cuts. So we'll go ahead and just go over. I'm going to go through all the players that were cut / waived, and then plenty of them came back to the practice squad. Some guys didn't, but these are all the guys who were initially waived or cut. Israel Antwine, defensive tackle. That was a surprising one to me. Kevin Austin Jr. was cut. Rashad Berry, Jeff Cotton Jr., Xavier Crawford. Didn't you have him making the roster, Sean?
I thought Crawford had a chance to make the roster as one of the depth corners. I personally liked his game a lot better than like Clay Brooks or somebody else that was probably going to be at the end of the game, but you never know.
Coy Cronk, great name. Nick Ford, Willie Johnson, Gregory Jr., draft pick. Io Oyalola, I might have butchered that.
That was the foreign player.
Yes. EJ Perry. Is it Jarrett or Garrett Prince?
I think it's Garrett.
Garrett Prince. Jay Tufele was cut. That one was a surprising one.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Daryl Williams, Raekwon Williams, Jameer Jones, James McCourt, Will Richardson, Josh Thompson, and Jake Verity. So I think it's probably going to be the same answer, but who do y'all think was the most surprising cut?
Tufele was one. I thought that with the cut of Malcolm Brown, that they were going to try to, go to him some more in the run game. I thought he looked decent, and I've heard that he was looking decent in camp. So that one was one. And to be honest, I thought Josh Thompson was going to make the 53. He was making plays every game. It seemed like a special teams. So that one was
very
surprising.
Initial 53.
Yeah, then he got waived. So that one was surprising to me.
Yeah, Tufele for sure. Like I was real high on him. I mean, we're talking about like I can recall Jay Tufele, him and Walker Little. I think they were like top 20 recruits heading into like college out of high school. So like, they were kind of destined to be high round draft picks. And with Tufele, like I was seeing it like translate in terms of the film I was watching on the preseason. I was seeing him translate in the preseason to even what we saw a little bit last year, like in flashes, even though like Urban didn't play him till like the 5th game or something like that. But when he got in that game, I think it was the Titans week 5, if I can recall, and look now, PFF word isn't like concrete or anything, but I can recall him getting like a 90 in pass rush that week. And from what I saw on film, yeah, he looked okay. Like actually matched what PFF was saying in that instance. So he just kind of continued where he left off this preseason after last season. And that one's a head scratch. I know Doug was saying, like he said something about like the scheming and all of that, and like the need for big man in the scheme and all of that. But I mean, I think that's a guy that should have stuck. Not only that, but when you look at it from this perspective, Trent Baalke just drafted him last year in the 4th round. And here we are talking about depth issues and this, that, and the other. And that's a whole nother story. I personally think they should have used all the picks they accumulated this year because like we're seeing it now. They needed to use as many of those picks as possible because the depth just isn't there. But yeah, Trent Baalke's cutting a 4th round pick of his 1 year into his career, or it's the 2nd year into his career. So, I mean, I wasn't high on that, especially a player that he holds value. I get it, like he really only helps you against the run and eating up double teams and anchoring the defense and all of that. But he holds value in this division specifically because of what we deal with. And that's, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor. And, those guys also get a lot of usage late in the season because, as we all know, you got to run the ball late in the season to win games. And, those guys hold a lot of value then, too, as well. So didn't get that one, but, time will tell. I know they got Gotz's back. Time will tell how we fare against the run, with the group that we have.
Yeah, that was one that was weird just because, like you said, a lot of people were like, oh, well, they're getting away from, base. They're going to be running nickel more often. Teams are throwing the ball over the place. So I'm like, yeah, but 6 of our games are going to be against Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce is not no slouch now. So I'm like, you got to stop these guys. This is a running division. Like, I get it. Like everybody else, sure, they're passing the ball. That's 6 games where teams are gonna be running the ball. So you gotta stop that. So I hope they know what they're doing. I mean, they get paid the big bucks. I'm here talking on a YouTube channel. So it is.
I mean, Tufele, I liked him a lot too. I was a bit surprised, especially because him and Antoine both got cut. I expected at least one of them to make it, but they didn't. Antoine did make it back on the practice squad. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Thankfully.
Tufele was the only Jaguar that got waived / cut that went to another team. He got signed by the Bengals. Bengals are doing good. Yeah, it also makes me sad because he was a podcast legend. 2 Chick-fil-A's. He's gone.
Yep, that joke is now
Dead.
Rest in peace. That joke.
That joke is cooked. Anyways, let's go over some players that the Jags claimed. They claimed 5 players on waivers. They claimed Tyree Gillespie, safety out of from the Titans. He used to play for Kentucky. I remember him against Florida. We claimed former 49ers running back JaMycal Hasty, former Lions kicker Riley Patterson, former Bengals receiver Kendrick Pryor, and former Packers linebacker Ty Summers, who was later waived. And then after we waived him, well, actually, it wasn't in this specific order, but we also signed Caleb Johnson, linebacker Caleb Johnson from the Bears. So thoughts on those?
They also
signings?
signed a wide receiver Jalen Moore. Also,
oh yeah,
he was later.
Seth Williams, Jalen Moore, Mario Edwards. We'll talk about them when we get to the practice squad.
Yeah, I mean, Riley Patterson was an interesting one. They signed him, and then they ended up waiving both kickers, and then they brought back Verity to the practice squad, I think.
Right? Verity was reverted to IR. Verity's IR.
Okay, and then they brought back the other guy.
McCourt.
Did they?
McCourt is on practice squad.
Okay, yeah. So that one was weird to me. I thought McCourt had the job after he banged a 54-yarder through in a preseason game. I was like, well, this guy might be it. So Riley Patterson, I guess, I don't know. They must like him. I think Trent said they've been watching him for a while.
Yeah, that's what he said. And I mean,
that was interesting.
When you watch, just look at his stats. Riley Patterson has good stats. He made good opportunities of his chances, and a Lions fan messaged me after we signed him and said that he was really good. It's just they went with the bigger leg in their other kicker. So does not bother me because he's done nothing bad. So, and I mean, I like Kendrick Pryor too. Kendrick Pryor looked really good during the preseason for the Bengals.
What do you think, James?
Yeah, so yeah, with Hasty, I wasn't surprised in terms of that. Like, I wasn't expecting it, but then when I sat back and assessed it, I thought, oh yeah, that makes sense. Ethan Waugh situation right there. Yeah. Ethan Waugh been watching the kid for 2 years. The 2 years that he's been in the league.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't even think about that either.
So that made sense. And then the kicker situation. His name is escaping me. The kicker that we picked up,
Riley Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson. With him, I went back and looked at some of his Memphis stuff. I think it was Memphis that he went to, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a lot of his kicks come off the foot high, man. And that was something, like, personally, like, and I'm not like a kicking expert or anything, but even with McCourt, the long one that you mentioned.
Yeah, they were all low.
Yeah, they came off the foot low. So, like, looking at what the NFL likes, they like that type of foot that Patterson has. But I mean, we'll see how it works out. Like you said, I think he was 14 or 15 in terms of the kicks that he's had in the NFL. So his resume isn't long per se, but I think like that's what you kind of want to look for, as opposed to a guy that's been kicking, 4 or 5 years and is kicking at 80% is you probably want the guy that doesn't have that long body of work, because to me, in my opinion, like their confidence and I'll say this, they're more moldable than a kicker that's kicking 80% 5 years into his career. So
That's fair.
maybe that's what they were looking at. That's just a personal thing that I've always said, but we'll see where they go with Patterson. I mean, I like what I saw out of him from the Memphis stuff. I mean, he could have made a few more kicks, but just the power that's there and the height that they get, I think he'll fit in, but time will tell, man. Hopefully we got another Lambo on our hands, man, because it's been, as we all know, revolving door there, man. Since
Tough sledding.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, like, I'll say this too. I think it's because just special teams in this era is a lost art. I say it all the time on Twitter. They don't put as much as they used to into special teams. You know, back in the day, like kickers weren't, you know, they were hitting 90% somewhere around there back in the day. Like, but now, like, it's just something that they just don't, going all the way back to high school, they just don't put enough teaching into. And of course, that's going to have a trickle effect. It's going to trickle into college. And of course, it's going to trickle into the NFL as a result.
Yep. It's all good. We'll be drafting Jake Moody out of Michigan next year.
Yeah,
or Doug Peterson will be going for 2 all the time, which, you know, that's so like for me, like the whole kicker thing is no big deal. Like Doug will just go for 2 and convert over 50% of them.
Trevor Lawrence will become Anthony Richardson. Don't worry, we're all good.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Riley Patterson, apparently his one missed kick was like a 60-something yarder. So I like it. Hopefully he turns out to be something good. If not, Jake Moody on the way soon. But yeah, now let's talk about the practice squad. The practice squad should be completely filled now after a signing earlier, if it clears. But we got defensive tackle Israel Antwine. He is on the practice squad. I like that. Kevin Austin is on the practice squad. Coy Cronk, great name. I'll say that every single time. Nick Ford is on the practice squad. Gregory Jr. is on the practice squad. Linebacker Grant Morgan. Ayo Oyalola, the international player, is on the practice squad. EJ Perry is on the practice squad. Garrett Prince, Mekhi Sargent, Darrell Williams, James McCourt, Josh Thompson. And then a couple new players that are on the practice squad are wide receiver Seth Williams, wide receiver Jalen Moore, and defensive line Mario Edwards. That I really like that signing the other day, and it was to the practice squad. And then Ty Summers, who we initially signed to the active roster and then waived him so we could get Caleb Johnson, same position. And Ty Summers, he cleared waivers, so he's going on the practice squad.
Seth Williams, the name sounds super familiar. Oh, Auburn.
Yeah. Yep. Wasn't he with Gus Malzahn them, or
I think he was drafted last year, I think.
Okay, so he was there. I remember that name because you know, I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan, so I remember playing him.
Oh God.
Well, look, until this year, man, I didn't know what a championship looked like because I mean, obviously I watched the Jags, so I mean, there's that. And then I was a Braves fan baseball wise. So it's been some years since I seen a championship, man. Like I don't know what this feeling is, you know, in terms of winning championships. Don't know if I can get used to that. But Seth was with Auburn. I can remember that. But in terms of the rest of the guys, I guess I'll just take it from here. Antwine, like y'all said, I like him too. He played real violent in terms of the preseason. I like what I saw out of him. Him and Tufel, again, they kind of just stood out in the interior. Nick Ford, I'm cool with that one. Didn't really show a lot in the preseason, but Nick Ford, believe it or not, when I did my research on him coming out of Utah, I think it was, he played every position on the offensive line.
Yeah, I was telling Josiah about that. Yeah, he was a very versatile player.
Yeah, that's what you need. I mean, that's what you want, at least in a practice squad player. So maybe they feel like they can develop him. Gregory Jr., like the film, I saw him real sticky. Went to the Senior Bowl. I think he went to the East-West Shrine game too, or another All-Star game.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, sticky corner. He's a guy that, you know, you get an injury, you don't mind bringing him up for a game or two. He probably see a lot of special teams rep in that scenario. Probably be your number 5 or 4, something like that. So just couldn't stick, you know, in terms of the main roster, which is okay. EJ Perry don't surprise me, of course. Doug Peterson loves to develop full quarterback rooms, and having that guy on practice squad, you know, to kind of learn from Bethard and Lawrence as well in case of an emergency, that you always want that. Don't know if like he'll translate to the NFL because we're talking about a kid that came from Brown University. But for now, for the time being, that's a fine practice squad addition. I know he didn't really show us a lot in the preseason, but again, it makes sense. Doug Peterson likes full quarterback rooms. So those were the guys that really stood out to me. I like Kevin Austin coming out of the draft, but after what he showed us in the preseason, that was one they could have let go, in my opinion. Mekhi Sargent, I like him, good pass catcher. He really fits the mold of a Doug Peterson fourth string running back to the T when you look at his history with Philadelphia. So that made sense. I'm glad they kept him. And I think that was all of the ones. Let me go down the list here. Yeah,
Josh
I think that was
Thompson.
all the ones that
I like Josh Thompson for
Josh
special
Thompson.
teams.
Yeah, that's that would be one of Phil's guys, my co-host. He a Texas guy, so that would be his expertise. I joke on him a lot now that they're in the SEC. Now they're playing in a real conference, but yeah, Josh Thompson was one that you heard a lot in the preseason from the reporters. They really thought he impressed. Garrett Prince too, though. Like he's a guy that didn't really show a lot in the preseason, but the speed after the catch again fits a Doug Peterson tight end to the T in terms of what he offers after the catch. So I was hoping he would stick around, which he will. I would like to see him actually see some time in a regular season game if it came to it. I'm not the biggest Chris Manhurts guy, but I mean, I get it. I get why they want to keep him around, but that's a guy that I could see kind of being that fourth string Trey Burton type of guy in Prince that can, maybe give him something as a pass catcher. But I guess we won't find that out unless we, suffer an injury at tight end, which, knock on wood, we don't want nobody getting hurt.
Right.
Yeah, Garrett Prince, he doesn't pass my RAS test for tight ends, so I'm out.
You're out.
But
the math bomb test.
yeah, I mean, I don't really hold that against many guys unless it's tight ends. Tight ends is like my one thing. Isaiah Likely might be the first guy to break that trend, though.
Yep.
But
yeah, I forgot he tested in the red.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he ran like a 4.8. He doesn't run that on the field, though, in my opinion.
He looked a lot smoother than that on the preseason games, man.
Yeah, but in the final move, besides the 53, is Jake Verity went to the IR, which he didn't look that good. We signed him from the Colts because they cut him, and then he looked mid, so I couldn't care less. Now let's talk about the 53 guys that we are going to watch this season. Well, we might not watch all of them, but I'm just going to start from the top of the Jaguars website. Monterey Buster Brown did make it. He's my guy. I liked him when we drafted him. Obviously, he's a bit slow, so he has some work on actual corner, but he's a really good special teamer. How do you guys feel about Monterey making the roster?
It's whatever.
I don't mind it. Yeah, I mean
it doesn't move me.
I was happy to see him make it.
I think they should try him out at safety maybe because he's too slow to play. He ain't playing no man coverage in the NFL.
Nah, I mean at one point in time he was an all SEC corner, right? And maybe a year or two ago.
I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, so long, lanky guy. Yeah, I think he's more the mold of a safety too, as well. Play him a little bit further off the ball, but I mean, I don't mind him sticking to the team. I figured he would if it came down to him and Gregory Jr.
Yeah,
because he just, he looked better than Junior of the two in terms of the preseason.
Right.
And he played, like I said, special teams. I think is what really got him on the team. But yeah, I liked him. I mean, he was a 7th round pick, so keep that in mind when I say he's my guy. But Tyson Campbell, of course. Chris Claybrooks made it. Special teams is obviously why he made it. He changed his number to 6, by the way. He's no longer wearing number 27.
I'm just glad he stopped tarnishing that number at corner. That's Rasheed Mathis' number. A goat should wear that number.
I heard you mention that in the last podcast or one of y'all podcasts in the past about Rasheed number. I'm with you though, man. That number, that it means a lot to Jacksonville.
It does. It carries a lot of weight. And look, like Fournette was what he is, and he had the number. Fine, I get it. I get why he had it because he couldn't wear 7 back then. But damn, man, Claybrooks really made that number not worth a damn. I miss Rasheed, man.
He's number 6 now. He's fast and he's on special teams. Shaquille Griffin, of course. Trey Herndon, of course. Darius Williams, of course. Now we're into. I don't. Oh wait, okay, I messed up. We're on defensive line now. Foley, Fatukasi, of course. Adam Gotsis had a weird situation where he got cut. Everybody freaked out into oblivion, and then like I said it, I was like, Gotsis went unsigned for a very long time. He's not going to suddenly become a hot commodity. I love Gotsis. I'm just saying, on an NFL market, he's not a hot commodity, so it's fine. They could do what they want, and that's what happened. They re-signed him back to the active roster, so he's back. Arden Key, sneaky sleeper for maybe 8 to 10 plus sacks this year. Roy Robertson Harris, of course. Dwayne Smoot, of course. Devon Hamilton, of course. Riley Patterson, as we mentioned. Caleb Johnson, as we mentioned. Caleb Johnson is wearing Does Caleb Johnson not have a number? Because it shows he's wearing number 0, and you can't do that in the league.
He probably hasn't got a side number yet. He just got here.
Probably.
Right. Yeah, they're trying to decide on it, probably.
Devin Lloyd is back and healthy. His first preseason game was really nice. I loved what I saw from him then.
My boy Chad Moon was starting week 1 though, I bet.
I think they're gonna rotate Lloyd and Muma a lot.
Moon was my guy, man. That was my guy through the whole draft.
I know. I remember when
I
remember when you told me about him during the draft process, because we both loved the draft and watching prospects. And I was watching linebackers, and you said to watch Chad Muma, and I watched him, and I immediately joined the train. So I like Muma.
He is a heat-seeking missile.
He's always around the ball. Foyesade Aluakan, of course. Quarterman made the roster. He's a local guy to me, so I like him, but at the same time, he runs in mud.
He's slow, man. He's like a 80s style thumper linebacker. But I mean, in this division, you need one of those guys.
He's the modern day Puzz.
Yes,
pretty much. That's how I feel about him. Yeah, I mean, it was one play I did see. That was the Falcons game. Actually, I tweeted about that where he took on the fullback and still made the tackle. I was like, you know what? Keep him after I saw that play.
I mean, especially in this division, you need a guy like that in case of injury that can, stop the run. But man, he's slow.
5 off the ball linebackers.
It is what it is.
Then we got, of course, Ross Matisic, the long snapper. Ben Barch. They haven't announced if he's starting or not. I think he is, but they haven't announced it yet. Luke Fortner, Walker Little, Cam Robinson, Brandon Scherf, Tyler Shatley, Jawan Taylor, Cole Van Lanen, the guy we traded for, did make the roster.
He looked good. He looks the part. I mean, he's only given up a 7th rounder for him, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
7th rounder.
That's a good investment.
I have to look back at his film, but PFF gave him a good grade in terms of the Falcons game. So,
right.
I mean, he checked out the boxes by their standard. Again, I stress that because sometimes what PFF see on film ain't necessarily what
we're avid deniers of PFF over here.
Their grading of Trevor Penning. They gave Trevor. It's weird how they do the math because they gave Trevor Penning like a 20 pass blocking grade, but then like a 98 run blocking grade, and they gave him like a 90 PFF grade overall. I'm like, the math doesn't check out there.
Well, they have like subcategories too. But like, if you go back and watch Van Lanen, you'll see that he was on the ground a little bit, which you don't want to see. But for the most part, I didn't see him get beat.
All right, now we're into outside linebackers. Cough, 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 cough. Josh Allen, of course. Kayvon Chason. A lot of people were really. Most people thought he was making the roster, but
I thought they could have messed around and kept Jameer Jones instead of him. I thought they could have done that, and no one would have said anything about it.
And now, we got James on the pod. He's been one of the few people who recognized him. He's a legend of the podcast, came on twice. He did it, folks. Deshaun Dixon made the roster. Woo! Let's clap it up.
Good job, young man.
That's our dog right there, man. He's a local kid to me, Norfolk State guy, and I work in Norfolk, so I was
man. I'm always pulling for them Norfolk kids, man. Like, I used to be a big. I don't know if y'all remember this name. I'm probably telling my age now. Don Carey. Y'all remember Don Carey?
Yep, I remember Don Carey. Yep.
Yeah, he was another Norfolk kid. Wanted him to like be the next big thing back in the day. But Yeah, man, I'm happy that Dixon made the team. Like it checks out what he was doing in the preseason, man. Like he had a pretty good preseason in my eyes, and he's a guy. Again, I still, as I told you guys, I have yet to go look back at his Norfolk film. But that being said, like it was a lot of high praise going towards him coming into the draft process. Some people thought he was draftable, so
Yeah, we did. We had him on the
We did,
podcast pre-draft.
yeah.
Yeah, watch his. I think he was at was it the Senior Bowl he was at, or was he at the?
I think it was East West Shrine Bowl.
East West Shrine. Watch his practice reps, man. It translates.
And he was also at the HBCU Bowl.
Yeah, if you watch his reps against those players, you'll see he's got good bend, man.
Yeah, I mean, he showed that bend off on multiple. Well, he only technically had 1 sack, but
He had.
I'm going to give him 2 sacks.
They messed it up. He had to.
So and he looked good, and he James was talking about PFF. We don't trust in PFF all the time, but
Disclaimer.
when you watch the tape, it did back it up. He was one of the highest graded players against the Browns. He had like almost a 90 PFF grade.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had a sack against Atlanta. He had a sack, in our opinion, against the Raiders.
Yes,
so
he contacted the quarterback first. Antoine cleaned it up got him to the ground, but Dixon was still there. So in my opinion, he contacted him first.
At least give him half a sack.
Make it a half sack at worst. He deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun is the only undrafted free agent to make the roster. Like, what are the chances?
The guy we had on
our guy,
yeah.
And he's good. He could be the Jags have a good history with undrafted free agents, so
he is good. He's got really good size, man.
I think he's got a good future. You know, we're gonna cop jerseys come week 1.
So they could have literally swapped him out with like Brown or with Gregory Jr. And you know, everybody be praising it even more in terms of like drafting him. Yeah, so
I'm saying, I would have definitely drafted him over Greg Jr. I was gonna say, what is your? Do you have what's your like link to like Norfolk? Are you like from the area or?
No. Just the attachment to like black colleges, man. Like we try and show them support on our podcast and all of that. But I'm from the South Georgia area, so
right.
I'm well familiar with like, you know, historically black colleges and all of that.
Right.
Albany State, of course, the Golden Rams. Shout out to the Golden Rams, my man. So yeah, man. I just gotta drawn to those type of players. That's all.
I feel you. Yeah, he's a beast.
Yes, sir. And I mean, he was telling he had a rolling locker. He's gonna get an actual locker now.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go. I guess we should finish the rest of the roster. Got sidetracked. Trayvon Walker, of course. Logan Cook, of course. CJ Beathard, of course. Trevor Lawrence, of course. Snoop Connor, of course. Travis Etienne, of course. Jermichael Hasty, we mentioned him earlier. James Robinson, Andre Cisco. Cisco changed his number to 5.
I like it.
Tyree Gillespie. Tyree Gillespie is wearing 27 now, by the way.
Oh, God. They got to stop doing this to me.
Raeshawn Jenkins, of course. Daniel Thomas did make it. Andrew Wingard made it. You know, everybody hates it every year, but he's good depth. He's good depth in special teams, man.
I've been saying it for years. Like, people want me to join on people been wanting me to join on like the slander Andrew Wingard train. And it's like, I can't do that, man. I refuse because look, now, if you're talking about a guy you want out there playing safety for 3 to 4 games, yeah, that's probably what you don't want. Okay. And I mean, he missed way too many tackles. He's not the most accurate tackler. But when it comes to special teams, and I mean, let's face it, like when he was out there with the reserves, the number 2s, he was a standout number 2 for this team that does not have depth.
He was cleaning up, bro. He was like he's like in the in-between, man, because like he's way better than a lot of the second team players were playing, but he's not quite what you want in a starter. He's a good depth player. Like people hate on him for no reason, man. Because he got timid tackling Derrick Henry. Motherfucker, I would too. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know too many people that's gonna come up on Derrick Henry full speed, you know. But
he said, "Man, I'm looking out for my health."
And who can you blame him? I mean, like we seen our historically good 2017 team get steamrolled by Derrick Henry. Like, I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold it against him, man. I mean, he makes plays. He's the only reason why we got a dub in 2020 because he picked off Phillip Rivers.
I mean, he's that guy. I don't get it. People think he's unrosterable. He's good depth. Like, yes, he shouldn't start. We understand. But he's good depth and good special teams. I don't get why people think because he made some bad plays on off. Like, when something happens, he gets blamed for it, even if it's not his fault.
I know, man. It's crazy.
Like that Jets Zach Wilson touchdown. He got yelled at the most for it, even though, if anything, he got pushed in the back while everybody else just gave no effort. But,
Yes, he got blocked in the back while Rudy Ford
stopped.
Let up. Caleb Chason let up. Andrew Winger gets blocked in the back, and he's the fucking... Okay.
Anyways, that's enough Andrew Wingard fighting. Dan Arnold, of course. Evan Ingram, of course. Luke Farrell. Some people thought he was a roster bubble player. I thought he was going to make it for sure.
Yes.
Chris Manhertz, of course. Jamal Agnew, of course. Zay Jones, of course. Marvin Jones, of course. Tim Jones made it. He played amazing in the preseason. He switched his number to 15 as well. I appreciate that. Christian Kirk made it. And then finally, Kendrick Pryor, who we picked up, made it. So, yeah.
Going back to Chris Manhertz, reason why I don't like him is because when he's on the field, it is a dead ass giveaway. What the hell you're doing? You're running the ball, and on the occasion you do play action it, he is not a threat.
He caught a touchdown. He got one touchdown though.
Yes, he caught Trevor's first touchdown.
That will go in the history books. That will be a trivia question in 30 years.
At the end of the day, he is not a threat. So, like, I feel like Luke Farrell can do what he does, and he's a better pass-catching threat at this point.
Yeah, Luke Farrell has improved. I will say that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if Luke Farrell hangs on to that fumble he had in the preseason, we're talking about him as one of the underrated preseason stars on this team. If minus that fumble. So where he moved from, year 1 to 2 is significant in terms of like what I saw. Like he looks like a much improved player. And, I mean, like you said, with Chris Manhertz, that's always been my thing, man. You see Manhertz on the field, it's like, we know what's going on here, man. Like, it ain't too much guessing that go into that. But, I mean, look, man, he did have a few catches from Trevor, if I'm not mistaken, this preseason, at least one. I know he had that, what was that, third down one?
Yeah.
Which was like, that was a big time play in terms of, I mean, he didn't run a significant route or anything like that, but it was just like, Trevor looked like he exercised all options and just came back to him as the last option. So, I mean, he's always there for Trevor in the most important moments, it seems like, when it comes to pass catching, and maybe that's what's going to keep him on this roster. Who knows, man?
Right.
All right, guys. So that's all about the 53. And now we are going to take a short break, and we'll be back for week 1 predictions. So we'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, we're back. So now it's officially that time. Week 1.
Hold on. Freeze frame. Time out.
Okay.
In regards to the practice squad, did you see that 20 minutes ago we put Ty Summers? Did you say his name?
Yeah, I said Ty Summers.
Okay, I just couldn't recall. I just saw that tweet from 20 minutes ago. I was like, dang, I don't know if we were up to date yet.
Yeah, I did get that. But
right.
It's week 1 this weekend. Football is back. So that means predictions are back. And it is a competition, again, between Sean and I, but we are going to be keeping record of our guests' picks. So James is our first guest to do predictions. So we're going to go game by game. We're going to predict every game, and then we'll talk about the Jaguars game last. So first, Bills-Rams, kicking off the season, Thursday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. I'm going to take the Bills.
Is it in L.A.?
It's in L.A., yes.
Is Stafford healthy?
Stafford said they're saying Stafford is good to go, but man, the Bills are my Super Bowl pick, which we actually haven't even. I mean, Sean and I will do it later, our MVP and all that picks, but the Bills are my team this year.
Make sure you got a little something up to keep tally here. I'm going with the Rams, bud.
All right, James, who you going with?
I'm gonna go. Even though it's in LA, I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Hey, yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna go with the Bills on it.
They got Kyer Elam now. They're winning it all.
No, they're not. They might.
Yeah, man. The countless times I've seen the little video of him showing his notebook to them, to the scouting department. It's like, man, how many times y'all gonna show that one? I mean,
mean,
but he was a good player though, man.
I was
He
banging
was.
the table for him all off season, not for the Jaguars necessarily, and he looked good in preseason. But anyways, first game of Sunday, Eagles, Lions. Give me the Eagles. That's not really a
Give me
crazy.
the Lions, man.
It is in Detroit though.
Give me Detroit, bud.
All right, James.
Jalen Hurts is a fraud.
Give me Detroit too.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, buddy.
yeah.
I mean, I
You
think-
always get that one shocker in week
Yeah.
1 from time to time, man. That's probably it right there, maybe.
I could see Detroit taking it. It's just I
Their defense-
personally
Their defense might be a little sus this year, but their offense is going to be smacking, boy.
I
I don't
think-
care what anybody says.
Eagles just added CJ Gardner-Johnson, man, which again, that's another thing Sean and I will talk about later, but I got the Eagles winning their division. Jalen Hurts, I am not crazy high on him though. All right, next game, 49ers at Bears. Give me the 49ers.
49ers in a rout.
Yeah, easily the 49ers. Who is it that keep I think it's our man Clay Harbor keep
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
that the Bears gonna be better than they are.
No.
I ain't seeing
I don't
it.
believe
No.
it, man. I don't
Yeah,
believe
I ain't
it.
seeing it.
Who do they got? They got nobody.
Right. And the GM, his name is escaping me right
Ryan
now.
Poles.
Yeah, Ryan Poles, like I was real high on him, but it's like, what have you done? I know it's his first year too, by the way. Like, what
He's-
have you done around?
He's just
He's
suspect stuff.
He's sending
some
Fields
suspect
into the
shit.
gulag this season.
Yes.
telling
it's
you,
like,
bro.
get that kid some help, Ryan, man. What's going on? But
And then they did trade for a receiver who he wasn't a great receiver, but they traded for a receiver and he got hurt.
Right.
So it's like,
I ain't gonna
bruh.
lie, I'm a big Harry fan. I
you
was
are.
at least coming out of the draft. Yeah, but he ain't. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done anything in the NFL in the health, man. The health.
He looks like a
just
tight
hasn't
end
been-
now. I remember watching during the not preseason, but during training camp, seeing highlights of him. I was like, bro, he looks like a tight end.
Yeah.
All right, Steelers at Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
Bengals.
Bengals as well.
All right, next up, Patriots at Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins.
Mm.
I'm not a big believer in the Patriots this year.
I'll go Dolphins too, man. I think Tyreek Hill will be catching them drag
Jalen Waddle
routes, man.
too, bro.
Them
Don't sleep
drags.
on Jalen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins as well, especially with the coaching change. I like McDaniels.
McDaniels is hilarious.
Yeah, dude. If anything, you're gonna get some good press conferences out of him, if anything. But yeah, I think he'll translate as an NFL coach, man.
They got logic at quarterback.
That is true.
Browns, Panthers. Give me the Panthers.
You said who? Browns, Panthers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Baker Mayfield revenge game.
No, I'm gonna take the Browns.
Ooh, even with
I mean, like,
even
yeah,
Jacoby
even with the
Brissett.
quarterback. Yeah, and trust me, we've done our slandering of Jacoby Brissett on our podcast. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not a big rule guy, man.
Yeah, I
believer in him.
understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big rule guy either, but I think the Panthers with Baker Mayfield are going to be sneaky good. I'm still a believer in him.
I was a rule guy coming before he entered the league, but since he's been in the league, it's not there.
Yeah. I'm just a big Baker believer, and I feel like with the weapons he's got, if McCaffrey can stay healthy, they could be pretty decent.
I'm not a crazy Panthers guy, but I do think given the circumstances where the Browns are right now, the Browns roster is good. Their quarterback is just bad. And with given the Baker situation, I think that's a perfect candidate for the Panthers to just slap the Browns in the face and everybody to just laugh. A division game, Colts at Texans. Give me the.
Don't do it.
I'm
I'm going Colts.
gonna go with the Texans.
Oh,
I mean, the Colts, I don't know if it's them that has that history of like sporadic performances in week 1 where they're winning and losing them. It's like, but I can't take Houston.
Trust in Dameon Pierce.
I was
Can't
just
do it.
about to say that. As much as Dameon Pierce is a beast,
Prestige and Pierce.
no, man. No, man.
Yeah,
Colts, baby.
This one's probably gonna bite me, but
Alec Pierce season.
hey, Matt Ryan looked mid in the preseason, but
He did.
Saints, Falcons at Falcons.
Saints.
Give me the Saints.
Jameis going to eat a W.
That's my second team, the Falcons, as a
Oh.
Georgian. Yeah,
Kyle Pitts, though.
they put us through some heartache too. Yeah, definitely going with the Saints though. As much as I would like the Falcons to win that, yeah, for sure.
Chris
Yeah, I'm
Olave
going
going to cook.
Yeah, I got him on my fantasy team, so
Smart.
I believe in him.
Hey, I wanted us to get him. That's how much I believe in him.
Oh man,
Uh,
just he does like he does everything perfect, man. Like I mean, he's not a master of anything, but dude, man, he's the word I would use for Chris Olave, and I said this in a tweet. When I watched him on film, he was the most coordinated receiver I seen in the draft in terms of just doing all of the little things right. Not necessarily a master of any of them, but I think he's going to be a real good receiver. I mean, we'll see what he has at quarterback, but I mean, he has the tools himself to be a very good receiver.
He feels like a Saints receiver.
Yeah, I will say, if you want to say he's a master or something, he is a silky smooth route runner.
Yeah, he ran some nice routes, man.
His routes are smooth.
They got some good route runners at Ohio State. I'll say that.
Yeah, they do. My God.
All right. There's 2 more 1:00 games, but this is the last 1:00 game we're going to talk about for right now. Ravens at Jets. Give me the Ravens in a landslide.
Oh man, Jets, Flacco starting, man. Revenge.
That would be hilarious.
I'm going Ravens, man.
Yeah, Ravens as well. I mean, when Saleh saying that Zach could play, I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean they're going to decide by Wednesday. They're looking at how his knee is in practice.
Don't rush him back, man. That's the worst. Well, watch what Mike Shanahan did to RG3 and do the opposite. That's what I'm gonna say when it comes to quarterbacks and knee injuries.
Yeah, play it safe with him, man. Play it safe.
We're big Zach Wilson guys here from the draft, but it's kind of funny because they asked Garrett Wilson what Joe Flacco does that Zach Wilson doesn't, and he said Joe Flacco throws a very wide receiver friendly ball. I'm like, dang, way to throw your guy under the bus.
He like went to so much detail. It's like he literally said he does everything better. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
You're throwing your guy under the bus, man.
Yeah, I cackled at that whole like press conference. I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious, especially like with all the grief that Jets fans give us. It was like, yeah, that's the last thing you would like to hear out of a press conference. But I get it. I get what the Jet fans, why they are the way they are towards Trevor Lawrence. I get it.
I like Zach Wilson, but I will never say Zach Wilson is better than Trevor Lawrence, and that is a crime to do so.
I like Zach Wilson, but the Jets fans really making it hard.
The Jets fans make me want Zach Wilson to fail.
I'm telling you, dude, it's so bad.
But Ravens by a million. Okay, on to the 4:25 games. Packers at Vikings. Ooh,
a sneaky good game.
I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings as well, man. I feel like
unless Rodgers is on those perks,
Right.
No, not the perks. Oh man. Where is that game?
In Minnesota.
Yeah, I go with the Minnesota Vikings too.
They're gonna be sneaky good this year as well. I can see them being like they're definitely a playoff team.
I got somebody telling me Romeo Doubs would be our would lead us in touchdowns. I'm like, pump the brakes.
That person is smoking that crack cocaine.
Pump the brakes. It's like my thing with Romeo Doubs. I like Romeo Doubs, but does he run his route tree has got to be he runs straight. He runs fades every play. Every play is a fade. I have not seen a single good play from Romeo Doubs that isn't him running a fade. That's fair. It works because yes, fades are great, but oh my gosh, run something else.
Right.
Giants at Titans. Oh, what?
Go ahead.
Okay, Giants at Titans. Give me the Titans.
Give me the Titans, unfortunately. I wish the Giants would smack them in the mouth.
Yeah, give me the I was about to say the Giants. Give me the Titans all the way on that, which that it's just painful to say that, in any way, shape, or form. I do too wish that the Giants would smack them in the mouth, especially like with Danny Dimes at quarterback, man.
Kadarius Toney, bro.
Hilarious, man.
Kadarius Toney's gonna cook.
Let's hope so.
I hope so. Man. Can Saquon stay healthy, please? Jesus Christ.
Even the Giants coach, it's what's sad though, is the Giants coaches and their GM and everybody, they're basically saying, yeah, we're not going to be good this year. Just give us another year.
They have
I
an
mean,
elite coach. They have an elite coaching staff. In my
I
opinion,
know
too.
I love their coaching staff so much. I've seen a bunch of Giants fans wanting Anthony Richardson as their quarterback, and I'm like, Anthony Richardson, the Kadarius Toney. I'm just saying,
With
geez.
Brian Dable leading
With-
that charge.
Oh my gosh,
He's going to
Good
turn
Lord.
Anthony Richardson into Josh Allen.
dude, I can't. Raiders at Chargers. Give me the Chargers. That's a good
Yeah.
game though. Raiders are good.
Give me the Chargers. Justin Herbert. He's my claim to fame. I was high on him when everyone doubted him.
Yeah, that revamped Chargers defense, man.
Oh
Khalil
my
Mack
lord, that
up in
defensive
there now,
line.
man.
Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa on opposite sides.
Woo!
They added the corner. What's his name? That was with the Patriots.
J.C. Jackson
Yep.
Yeah, J.C. Jackson.
and Sebastian Joseph Day in the middle of the defensive line. He's no slouch.
Yeah, they finna be nice. They are. I mean, like,
Hey, they needed to do something, man.
Obviously, you're right. They needed to do something. Obviously, they have the pieces on offense. Like, nobody's down the offense. It's just like, okay, what y'all gonna put with Bosa? You know, and they did exactly that. I mean, low key, I kind of like their front office too, low key, but you know, that's another story for another time.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers' issue last year was they couldn't stop the run. I think they improved on that.
Justin Herbert. So just James for some backstory. We have a group chat going, and when Justin Herbert was coming out of the draft, I was like, I would love for the Jaguars to trade up and draft Justin Herbert. And everyone was like, Gardner Minshew. And I was like, Justin Herbert sucks. So Oregon. Oh no, Oregon as a program does not develop quarterbacks. the
At
correct
Mario
way.
Cristobal, don't cook
Yeah.
Tyler Van Dyke.
Yeah, they do not develop quarterbacks the right way. Herbert had all the skills. Big arm, big, physical, fast, can run, move, make all the throws. Everyone's like, no, he's gonna suck. I was like, no, I would take him. I said I liked him over Burrow. That was just me. But I got slandered, bro. And he came in the first game he started. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was a little
Everyone was like-
skeptical on taking him. I ain't gonna front. I was one of the ones I mean, I understood the talent and the arm strength, and you could see it all, but I ain't want no parts of him. Like it, and part of it probably was that Oregon quarterback tree that scared me, much like the Ohio State quarterback tree kind of scares me, except for when Justin Fields was out there. But not saying I was gonna take Justin Fields over Lawrence, but you know, I like Justin Fields as well in that draft. But yeah, I can't front with you, man. I was scared to touch Herbert, man, in
Man,
terms of the film.
Yeah,
Not me.
I'll take the L on Herbert, but I think my QB evals outside of Herbert are pretty good. All right, last 425 game, Chiefs at Cardinals. Give me the Chiefs.
Oh, damn, dude, that's gonna be a game, bro. That is gonna be a game. Give me the man. Is Mahomes gonna be not gonna be quite Mahomes without Tyreek? What do you? I know you were a really big Mahomes
They got
guy,
Sky
right?
Moore. Don't sleep on Sky Moore,
I
man.
he's a rookie though, man. Sometimes it takes rookie receivers a little bit.
Juju looks sick in camp. I know it's camp, but
It's Juju, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that, Sean. It's Juju. Like
I kind of want to go. I kind of want to go Arizona, man. I'm not gonna lie.
you want to go with the guy who they had to put in his contract that he has to watch film for 4 hours?
Colin Murray can ball, bro. He's not that.
I
He's
know.
not like he's not
I-
elite yet.
He
but I
can't throw
mean,
over he needs to throw over the middle of the field.
He's just got a team, man. He's got a solid team. Like overall, like defense, everything. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, man. They're at home. I think
Their linebackers are
they're gonna,
sus.
they're gonna do it.
They can't. Their development of their linebackers is sus to me.
Yeah, they play them kind of weird, but
I'll go with I love something telling me like Hollywood Brown gonna go off, man. Like yeah, I'm gonna go with Arizona there. And it might be because I got Hollywood on my fantasy roster, but like I feel like he
hey, I had him last year. I
feel
had him
like
last
he
year.
yeah, dude. I think he's gonna like really mesh well with the Cardinals. I mean, obviously, it's a time frame between when Nook Hopkins come back, but in the meantime, I think he can put up some good numbers.
All right, on to Sunday Night Football. Buccaneers Cowboys. They played week 1 last year. They play week 1 this year. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers.
That is gonna be another good game. I'm a big Kellen Moore guy.
The Cowboys
But-
are cooked at receiver right now.
They
have
are.
Jalen
They are
Tolbert, and Jalen Tolbert is their wide receiver 2 because of injuries.
They are. I'm going to go Buccaneers.
I like
but
Tolbert,
I
by
think
the way.
it's going to be closer than people will probably think. I'm a big Kellen Moore guy. I feel like he could probably scheme some ways for the receivers they do have to try to get open. But yeah, I'm going to go Buccaneers just because Brady's the GOAT.
Yeah, man, Brady got me a little concerned, man, how he was
He
looking
looked-
in the last
Oh,
His-
that
conference,
interview?
man.
Yeah.
Looking like he
Yeah,
got
man.
plastic surgery over the couple weeks.
I mean, yeah, I'm not even trying to joke on the dude. Like, I don't like. I've never seen Tom Brady look like that, or speak the way that he did in the.
It's Kyle
press
Trask's
con-
team now.
Shit. Blaine
Hey!
Gabbert's still QB2, my friend.
Hey, don't laugh at that. Kyle Trask looked good in preseason. and I will not be told otherwise.
He did. I'm not going to front.
No,
He
it was
did
just
look good.
Sean's response to that. Man.
It's
The way
Brady's. It's Brady's team till it ain't.
I know.
right. Yeah. I mean, he does have me concerned, but like, never doubt Brady, man. You'll lose a lot of money doubting Brady, and you'll win a lot of money betting with him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Brady.
All right. Last game. Well, not last game. Second to last game because we skipped the Jaguars Commanders game. But Monday Night Football, Broncos Seahawks. Give me the Broncos.
This game is gonna be booty hole.
Is this another revenge game?
I'm gonna go with the Broncos because it's Russ versus Gino.
Gino. Yeah, I forgot. Drew Lock's not even starting.
I'm going Russ, even though I'm not a big Russ guy anymore.
I like the Broncos receivers.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos easily. I got Javonte, so
I got Javonte too. I got Javonte and Cortland.
I had Cortland last year, and I had to end up dropping him. Still won my league though, but yeah, Cortland is set up to do a lot better this year for sure.
My thought process between him and Judy was Russell Wilson likes outside receivers more than he does the middle of the field kind of guys, and I feel like Cortland Sutton is more guaranteed to be that outside DK kind of guy than Judy. So I think Cortland's going to be the guy for the Broncos if he stays healthy, of course.
I agree. Yeah, I think he'll gravitate towards Cortland a little bit more. I mean, like, not to say that Judy ain't gonna put up good numbers either, but yeah, I think he'll gravitate towards Cortland because of that, like Metcalf, like comparison. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broncos though. I think this is gonna be one that, if if any of the rest of the Monday Night Football games look like this one, we're gonna have a rough Monday night stretch. So
that game's gonna be booty hole.
Yeah, I don't know if I might watch it to the first half and then go to sleep or something.
Feel you.
All right. Now that we've gotten through every other game, it is time. Jaguars, Commanders. First of all, we're going to go give our predictions, score predictions, and just who you think's going to win. James, since you're the guest, you go first. Score prediction.
21-17. Somewhere in that ballpark, Jags. Yeah, just the Carson Wentz effect, man. Like he got to show me something to make me believe in him, man. And I mean, it don't help that his last game took place at TIAA Bank and we, ran them out of the building pretty much. So yeah, not the highest on Carson Wentz. And I mean, just the injuries, rest up and heal well to Robinson. I know he's dealing with his situation, but I think he did show back up to the facility like in a recent video I saw. So he's doing okay. But yeah, like the Robinson situation, and then they're gonna be without, Chase Young, man. Like, not to say that defense can't get it done without Chase Young, but I like our chances a lot with him not in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna give that to us 21-17, something like that.
All right, Sean, you're up next.
I got something pretty close. I'm going to go Jaguars 24-13. I'm not scared of Carson Wentz, but
I'm going Jags 24-14.
Ooh.
So we got pretty close predictions. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and just do some player predictions. We're all going to predict 3 players. We're all going to pick Trevor Lawrence, predict Trevor Lawrence, then pick which running back you want to do. You could pick Etienne or Robinson, doesn't really matter. And then just pick your third player can be just whoever on the Jags roster you want to predict. I'll start. So Trevor Lawrence, I think Trevor is going to be 18 of 25 for 2 touchdowns, 235 yards, and no interceptions. Sean?
I think Trevor is going to be 24 of 31 for 270 and 3.
James?
I think Trevor is going to be 19 of, let's see, 19 of 26.
Yeah, you one up me on both.
Yeah, 19 of 26. What we doing? The yards and the
Yards,
touchdowns.
touchdowns, turnovers.
Yards, I say like 280 or something like that. Yeah, touchdowns, give me what I said, 21 as their score, 23. Give me 2 touchdowns and no picks at all.
All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pick Travis Etienne as my running back to pick. I think he's going to have 13 carries for 82 yards and 1 touchdown.
He better tote the rock more than 13 times.
I think James is going to get a lot of carries too, is my thing.
I don't think so. I'm gonna do James. I'm thinking James is gonna get like 9 carries for like 45 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah, you thinking like me, Sean. I was thinking like 10 carries for James, something like that. 10 carries for I'd say about like 80 yards. He go
8
off,
yards
I
per
think.
carry?
Woo!
Yeah. I think he might go off on them boys. And but I think they'll play it safe with him. And then 1 touchdown. So yeah, that's 1 touchdown, then 2 out of Trevor. That's 21. So yeah, about 1 touchdown. I can see that.
All right. And now I'll let James start with your third player, whoever it is on the team.
I guess I'll probably go defense. And why not go with my guy from Georgia, Trayvon Walker, right? Why not? I could see Trayvon having a 1 sack game with 4 tackles. So yeah, 4 tackles, 1 sack game, and a pretty dominant day against the run.
That'd be a great first game for that rookie. I'm going to go with my guy that I was pushing for since we signed him. I knew he was going to be the X receiver for the team. I called it day one. That's going to be big play all day. Zay Jones. He's going to have 6 catches, 90 yards, 1 touchdown.
All right. I'm going to go with Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is going to have 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 additional tackle for loss.
If we can generate 3 sacks from our 2 ends, that'd be a good day.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Because Arden Key's gonna be getting in there. Badukasi and Hamilton, they're gonna be getting in.
Deshaun Dixon's gonna get in there.
Maybe he might be inactive.
Yeah,
Smoot gonna get his.
Yeah.
Right, if we get 3 sacks, that means Carson Wentz throwing a pick on one.
Arden Key, I think Arden Key's gonna do good too.
Yeah.
Arden Key cooks every time he touches the field. Anyways, thanks again, James, for coming on to the podcast. It was fun. So we're gonna go ahead and head out. James is gonna head out, and we'll be back in a second. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for coming on, James.
Yeah, James, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank y'all for reaching out, man. Y'all take care and hold it down, man. And anytime y'all want me to come on, holler at me, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll do.
Plan on it.
All right, we'll see you guys in a second.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed James coming on. This is a super long episode because we're making up for last week because there's a lot to get done. But if you guys like the podcast, you like the podcast, so you got plenty of it. So yeah, let's go start talking. Gino Smith, we mentioned this earlier. Gino Smith was named the Seahawks starting quarterback. It was truly a mid-off.
I do not care.
I don't either. I mean, Drew Lock has more upside than Gino, but Gino probably would make less mistakes, I guess.
I don't even know if that's true, but we'll see.
Exactly. I don't know. Seahawks fans, prayers and thoughts and prayers. I hope you're watching college football so you can decide your quarterback for next year. It is a good QB draft.
Yeah.
There's like 3 quarterbacks arguably number 1, and then a ton that are first round arguables. It's crazy.
Yep.
We'll talk more about that on other episodes since we talked plenty of college football already. The 49ers plot twist. They closed in and reworked the contract with Jimmy G. He's staying with the team. Yeah, he'll be back in the fold in meetings and practices, and he's going to be the backup to Trey Lance. I guess Jimmy just doesn't care about playing anymore.
If he's cool with it, then whatever.
Hey, I'm just saying. What if Trey Lance drops the ball?
Then you got Jimmy G.
Exactly. I'd be happy if I was 49ers fans because Jimmy G is a good backup. He's
If
arguably
Jimmy G was our backup, I'd be on cloud 9.
Jimmy G is probably the best backup in the league.
There's no problem he is. He's the best
Yeah, he is. I'm like, who else would it be?
He's the best one.
Exactly. So that's really good.
Kenny Pickett's best backup in the league, actually.
He's like, they have him as 3rd string. Like, what?
Neither here nor there.
Rookie running back, we just mentioned, or James mentioned this. Rookie running back Brian Robinson was shot multiple times in an attempted robbery attempt. He's in stable condition. He's good. He was back in the facility, and they're actually not ruling him out to not like he could be back by week 4 is when because I don't know if he will. I'm just saying he could be.
Yeah, because they shot him. Apparently, I heard a bullet went through his knee.
Yeah, they missed everything.
But they missed everything. Yeah, his knee.
It's lucky. Like crazy lucky. And he was on pace to be the starting running back over Antonio Gibson. So really sucks to see that. Of course, I had him on fantasy, which I mean, that's not what I care about. I'm just saying, of course. But
that's what you care about.
No, it isn't.
You're a bad person.
No, I'm not.
Just kidding.
Some people were actually pissed though. They're like, "Dang it, he's on my fantasy team." I'm like, "Bro,
should I still draft him?"
I know. Somebody asked me that. I'm like, "Brother,
that's not what you should be thinking about."
If anything, your thought should be, "Oh, I could put him on my IR spot."
No, your thought should be,
"Don't worry.
I hope he recovers."
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna think fantasy, don't think, "Damn it, he's on my fantasy team." Just think, just put him on put him on IR. It'll be no big deal.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. The Eagles are sending a 2023 5th-round pick and a 2024 6th-round pick, the lower of their 2 because they have 2 6th-round picks in 2024. They are sending them to the Saints for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and a 2025 7th-round pick. The Eagles fleeced those fools in New Orleans. I think CJ Gardner-Johnson is sick, but I mean, draft capital
doesn't move me.
You're bullshitting.
You really mid.
Whoa, okay. You're crossing a line here, buddy.
Overrated. You like him because he's a Gator.
I like him because he's good. It's fun to watch him trash talk, and he's a Gator. So, I don't know what you're talking about. He's good.
He sucks.
I think it's a great move by Philly. He really fits the Philly persona. So, it happens.
Jared Goff is going to drop 300 on his dome.
All right, shut your ass up. We're done here.
Damn.
We're done here. We're done here.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, bro.
Jesus Christ. I think it's a great move, but I mean, the whole thing is because they couldn't come to an agreement on money because he wants a lot of money because he's really good. He also wants to play safety because they have him playing star. I think he can play both.
Addition by subtraction for the Saints.
I think it's good. Well, actually, the Saints were fine with their safety depth, and then immediately, his name is blanking. He's another former Gator safety. Marcus May got arrested. Like, bruh, this happened like the day after they made the trade too. It's like, geez. The Broncos and Russell Wilson reached an agreement on a 5-year, $245 million contract extension with $165 million guaranteed. I know what you're going to say because you mentioned it earlier, but
overpay.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably an overpay too. But
I don't think Russell Wilson is. You're not getting Super Bowl run for the Seahawks, Russell Wilson, even though that was mostly the defense anyway. He's not. He makes a lot of mistakes.
He's not that guy anymore.
He's not. I don't know if he ever was that guy.
Oh, okay.
Hot
Cook.
take? Hot take? Is that a hot take?
I think that's a hot take.
Dude, that defense they were a product of that defense, bro.
Titans pass rusher Harold Landry tore his ACL during practice on Wednesday. So
That's sad.
that is sad. He was a guy I wanted in free agency. Didn't happen.
We didn't get him.
Nope. Yeah, that's all the news. So now what we're going to do is we are going to do some predictions for the season. We would have done these last week, but we weren't here because childbirth was occurring.
I won last year, so I'm about to go back to back, 2-0.
I mean,
Did we tie last year?
yeah, we tied.
I won.
we already did our weekly predictions, and those will be tracked by me. But we're doing we're gonna start with award predictions.
Okay.
All right. So first up is you know what? We'll start strong. Who's your MVP?
For the league or for the Jags?
League.
Justin Herbert.
I agree. Justin Herbert is my pick as well. All right. Offensive player of the year.
Is that different?
I mean,
is it typically different?
It's typically different, but unless the MVP just had some crazy bonkers
So
season,
it would probably not be a quarterback then, right?
yeah. I mean, last year it could have been Jonathan Taylor, could have been Cup. It was
Okay.
Cup.
Offensive player of the year. Oh no, man.
I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. That's a good pick. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase.
LSU. All right. Defensive player of the year.
Aaron Donald.
Josh Allen. I'm just kidding. Imagine.
He plays quarterback. He plays quarterback, bro.
Oh my lord. Shut your ass up. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons. All right. Offensive rookie of the year. It can't be Kenny Pickett since apparently he's not starting. I think he should.
He'll play.
But
He'll play.
he will, but how late?
Chris Olave.
Oh, okay. Chris Olave. Interesting. I'm gonna go George Pickens. George Pickens is that guy. I know what you're gonna say. You have something in your mouth, so you can't say it. I feel like you were gonna say something about Tyson Campbell or something.
Tyson Campbell locked his ass up.
It's okay. Tyson Campbell's the best cornerback in the league, bro.
Good.
All right, defensive rookie of the year.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson. I can't even cap. Aiden Hutchinson's my pick. I do feel a lot better about Trayvon Walker actually competing for that, though. I think Trayvon's my second pick now. Before the season, I actually wouldn't have picked Trayvon. I probably would have picked, well, if it wasn't Aiden Hutchinson, I probably would have picked Devin Lloyd or something, but Trayvon looked good, so Trayvon's number 2.
I just think Aiden will have more sacks, and that'll give him the win.
Pretty much. Coach of the year.
Doug Peterson.
I think if Doug Peterson gets us to the amount of wins, I think they can. He should automatically.
If we make the playoffs, if we make the playoffs, he's coach of the year.
Exactly.
From first pick to playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Doug Peterson too, just because I feel like some of these other coaches are just so good. They're expected to be so good that they shouldn't. You know what I mean? Are there any other big awards? I mean,
No.
Not really. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen in a second, and we are going to do our joint season predictions because we're at a loss for time. So we're not going to be able to do each of our own predictions. We're going to do joint predictions. So I'll see you guys in a second. And we're back, guys. So I'll go ahead and move our head a little bit to the middle. You got all the predictions teams here. So let's go ahead and just roll through it. We already did our predictions. So rock, paper, scissors. Fuck it. You know, I'll just pick Houston. It doesn't really matter. We both picked Bengals. We both picked Ravens. We both picked Dolphins. We both picked Chargers. We both picked. Oh, I picked the Bills. You picked the Rams. You know what? We'll call a tie every time that we didn't pick the same team. It's gonna look crazy. Jaguars. We both picked Jaguars. We both picked Panthers. You picked Cardinals. I picked Chiefs. We both picked Titans. We both picked Broncos. We both picked 49ers. That's a tie. We both picked Saints. We both picked Vikings, and we both picked Buccaneers. That is week 1. Next. All right, week 2. Chargers, Chiefs. It's at Chiefs, so I'm gonna give the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
All right, Steelers, Patriots at Steelers. I'm gonna go the Steelers.
Fine, pick them all. Pick them all. Pick them all, why don't you?
No, you go. I'll switch it if you change your pick. What is yours? Do you think Patriots?
Steelers is fine.
Okay. Jaguars, Colts. I'm not even gonna go over this one.
Is that
'cause
home for Jags?
It's at home, yeah. Jets, Jets, Browns. I think the Browns are just a way better team. Ravens, yeah.
Broncos,
Bills.
Ooh, the home teams are killing it.
Cardinals, Raiders. Well,
What?
I think the Raiders are a really good team, but do you think the Cardinals are gonna take it?
Raiders is fine.
All right, Bengals would be my pick for this one.
Yep.
Buccaneers, Saints.
Yep.
I'd go the Bucks, even though the
Yep.
Saints literally smack them every time. Panthers.
Carolina.
Yep. I'm gonna go Detroit. How you
Yep.
feeling? Rams. Then 49ers.
Yep. Next one is yep.
Packers.
Next one is
I'm gonna go Eagles.
Nope.
Oh, you're Vikings?
Yep.
You don't like the Eagles this year?
It's not that I don't like them. I just don't like Jalen Hurts.
I don't like Jalen Hurts either, but I think their team is just very well
The Vikings are
built.
good, bro.
Okay. I trusted in the Vikings last year and they kicked my ass.
You about to get smacked up, bro.
Steelers, Browns.
Steelers.
Yeah, give me that.
Give me that.
Raiders, Titans at Titans.
Oof.
I'm gonna go the Raiders. How about you?
Sure.
Ravens. I'm
Yep.
going Ravens. Bengals.
Yep. Chiefs.
Chiefs. Yep. Bills. Chargers.
Chargers via landslide.
Oh Lord. Oh, good
I'm
God.
gonna go Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Houston too, but Jesus.
San Fran.
San Fran. Well,
Yeah. Come on, bro. Don't do it.
We've picked so many away teams. I'm gonna go Broncos. Well, actually, since we disagreed, tie. I'm gonna go
Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Detroit is not starting 3-0, fellas.
Philly.
Washington. I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm gonna go
New
Saints.
Orleans.
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Yep.
Well, actually, those AFC West games, man.
NFC West games.
NFC West. I'm gonna go actually Cardinals.
Rams. Green Bay.
Yeah, give me Green Bay.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Wait, actually.
Instead of Florida, I'm gonna go Tampa Bay.
Yeah, same. I thought too quickly on that one. And Cowboys.
Yep.
Oh, it'd be nice if it would click. All right, next. Dolphins at Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
You just keep going. I'll tell you if I disagree.
Okay. Chargers, Texans, Chargers. Titans, Colts. Titans. It's at Indy, but I don't know. Bills, Ravens, Bills. Jets, Steelers. Broncos, Raiders. Browns, Atlanta, Browns. Jags, Philly. I gotta pick Philly, but
Jags.
I just think Philly is so well built. I think quarterback is their only thing, and I don't think he's bad. I think he's just
Doug
average.
Peterson is the kryptonite. He knows all about them.
Holy shit, you're fucking right. I forgot we have Doug Peterson. Who played for fucking or he didn't play for him. Well, did he play for the Eagles? Or is it the Packers?
He played for the Packers. He coached the Eagles.
Yeah. Packers.
Yep.
Chiefs.
Yep.
Vikings.
Go back. I'll go back to the Chiefs. Make that a tie because I think the Buccaneers might get that one.
Okay. Vikings.
Yeah.
Uh, Dallas.
Cowboys. Yep.
Lions.
Yep.
Oh God, New York.
Unfortunately.
Cardinals.
Carolina.
Rams.
I'm high on Carolina this year.
I
Baker Mayfield
understand.
has to do me right, or I'm gonna be pissed.
You're gonna be cooked if they don't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next. Colts, Broncos. Broncos. Miami. Buffalo. Jaguars. Chargers.
Yo, if we start out 4-1, my guy.
I'm gonna be unbearable on Twitter.
All right.
This podcast is gonna have immaculate vibes if we're 4-1. Give me the Bengals. I know the Ravens are at home, but give me the Chiefs.
Yep.
Give me Detroit.
Nope.
Oh, you got. Oh, well, actually, what is? Let me look.
Detroit's 3-1-1 right now.
Yeah, you know what?
New England at home, man.
They are not. In New England is not going 0-5 to start the season.
You just gave New England their first W.
I know. I just don't like New England this season.
I don't like them either. I don't think they made the playoffs, but they beat Lions.
I think Washington's going to get their first win.
Mm,
Is that Washington? Yeah, that's. I don't know. Do you think
Maybe.
Washington? You think Washington's an 0-5 team?
they're pretty bad, dude.
I don't think.
I don't like Carson, man.
I'm lower on Tennessee.
Well,
as well.
Chase Young will be back by then, or no?
Yeah, he should be.
Then yeah, Washington's fine.
Brian Robinson might be back too. Who knows?
Sure.
Wait,
Green
you said
Bay.
you're going Washington?
Yeah.
Okay. Green
Green
Bay.
Bay, Minnesota,
Vikings, Saints,
Bucks,
Bucks,
Niners,
Rams. I'm gonna go Eagles. I like the Eagles this year, man.
Tie.
You're
I like
going
the
Cards.
Cards.
Oh my lord, they're 0-1-4. Dude, this is the only time you've say. Oh wait, no, it's because we disagreed on because I mean I got to give the Cardinals a win eventually, man. Because I'm not that. I don't think they suck.
You mean the Eagles?
No, the Cardinals are 0-1-4. That means we have 4
yeah.
ties. So because we keep disagreeing on them.
Indy. They'll beat us
Indy.
in Indy probably.
They always beat us in Indy. I think the Patriots are going to get themselves one.
Yeah.
Buffalo. Give me Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
Buffalo has lost this game in Kansas City the past like 2 times. They're not doing it again. Chargers. Oh. Green Bay.
Saints.
Cincy. Oh.
Oh wait, yeah, Cincy. I'm bad. I was
okay. Ravens. Steelers with the upset.
No. This is a sketchy one.
The Vikings Dolphins. I'm gonna go Dolphins.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, sure, fine. I'm kind of tying.
I don't trust the Vikings DBs. To be honest.
tired of tying with you. Washington.
By the way, these guys, if you can't tell, these thoughts aren't crazy in depth. Don't scream at us, Jesus.
Washington.
Washington.
We're just trying to run through it to get it over with.
Exactly. Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta's that team that they could just have random games where they just.
Their defense is going to be so shitty.
It is.
Opinion, so I'm going to go Niners.
Yeah, I'm going to go Niners. I'm going to go Cardinals. Finally, we agree.
Yay! There's no way they're 1-1. There's no way their first W comes down.
What's it called? Rams and give me the Eagles.
Oh!
Dallas is thin, bro.
Going into week 6 still?
Yeah.
I guess. Gallup will be back by week 6?
He was not confident he'll be back by week 1. Like, they literally had no confidence.
Yeah, but week 6, bro.
Maybe. What you doing?
That's fine.
All right. Next. Colts at Titans.
Titans. Nashville's hard to win in.
Yeah. Browns, Ravens.
Raiders.
When does Deshaun come back? Week 13 or 12?
Well, he's suspended for 11 games.
He comes back whenever they play Houston. Houston is the game. Raiders. I mean, I don't know. I said Ravens.
Broncos. Dolphins.
Steelers
maybe
upset.
At home? Okay.
Wait, what are the Steelers? I need to look at what I have them at before I actually make this decision.
They're 4-2-1, so they're 3-2-1 until you pick that.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Dolphins are now 3-4.
Yeah, I think those are fair right now. Bengals. Oh wait, did you pick the Dolphins?
Nope.
We both Steelers. Okay.
Jags.
Jags.
The Jaguars are 5-2, son.
Son, Doug Peterson is literally winning Coach of the Year. I don't care if we lose the rest of our games. I'm just kidding. Chiefs.
Yes.
Patriots. Okay, Patriots are climbing their way back up from dismay.
Cardinals. D-Hop is coming back eventually.
I think the Cowboys are going to get it this time.
Yeah.
Green
Bay.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa. All right, next.
Obviously, these records are never going to happen, but there's never going to be 4 ties. This game is in London. I'm going with the Jags.
Oh, it is in London. You're right.
Jags upset. Russell Wilson cooked.
You know
2017 PTSD.
If you ever pick Jags, I'll change my opinion. Fuck it. I don't want the Jags to have any ties. Wait, do we have a tie? No, we don't. We will not have any ties. The Jaguars will not.
That's the only one that matters for real.
The Jets are 0-8. Holy shit. They got to win one at some point.
Their team is not very good.
I know. Well, I mean, they got a lot of weapons on offense now.
They can win that game.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give them a win. They need one. Houston, Tennessee. No. Cincy, Bengals.
Bengals. Ooh.
Did I say Cincy Bengals? I meant Cincy Browns.
This one's gonna be a toughie.
You know, the Ravens could be really hurt by now. They could not.
That's fucked up. What is the Ravens record right now? 5-2. What's the Buccaneers record right now?
5-0-2. So we've had 2 ties.
They're getting an L right here.
Ravens. Who?
Ravens are winning.
Oh. I agree. I'm gonna go Raiders. I think the Raiders are legit, man.
I like Derek Carr. People sleep on him.
They're in such a stacked division is the only issue. Because look at this: 5-2, 4-1-2, 6-1, 4-3-1 is literally the losing team right now.
Yeah.
Steelers, Eagles.
Steelers.
What do I have the Eagles at actually?
Steelers.
Right
because Kenny Pickett.
What are the Steelers at?
Kenny Pickett will be starting by now.
The Steelers are where 4-3-1. So they're about. I like the Eagles as a team over the Steelers this year, so I'm going to go with them. But it's a tie, so it's figured. Miami.
Yep.
Washington, actually.
No.
You think? Oh, actually, you think Carson? Yeah, I think they're. Do you think Carson's going to get revenge on the Colts, bro?
No, he's not. He's not revenge game worthy.
I keep forgetting. All right, give me the Bills.
Yep.
Green Bay's receivers aren't good. Cowboys.
Yep.
Vikings since they're at home.
Yep.
Panthers.
Giants.
This game's a shit show.
That's like Kadarius Toney Bull right there.
Hell yeah. Rams.
Yeah.
What are the Rams at? 5-0-2.
Well, the Bengals are 8-0. So.
Oh my lord. I mean, their team technically got better than what it was last year. So
I mean, they're probably gonna be favored in every game. So this isn't really that far off, to, like for prediction wise.
Patriots.
Colts.
Bills.
Yep. Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
Oh, they're going cross country though to us.
Oh, true, but I think they're too good of a team, man.
I don't know, man. We're cooking right now. We're 6-3, bro. That's fine, yeah.
If we're 6-2 coming into this game, I'm literally picking the Jags every week.
I'm levitating.
I know, dude. Okay, Eagles. Miami.
We should have just done this weekly on the podcast, bro. We could have done the weekly picks. We should do.
What do you mean?
Like last year, we did weekly picks, for. I guess that's what we're doing with the guests, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
not gonna remember none of these picks that I picked for this.
I'm not either. That's the fun part about it. We're not gonna remember jack shit about this.
I'm gonna go back and look at it after the fact.
Chargers, Falcons, Chargers.
Yep.
Saints, Ravens.
I'll give the Saints a dub on this game just because.
What is the Saints record? What is the Saints record? 3-5.
I'll give them the dub because the Ravens are like at 6-3. Let's put them at 6-3. That's good.
Green Bay. I think the Lions are gonna sneak one on Green Bay this year.
You think they're gonna sneak one on Aaron? The Lions.
What receivers?
Yes, okay, yes, but the Lions defense isn't good.
True. I keep forgetting that the defenses suck.
I'm gonna go with the Packers just because the defense is not good for the Lions. They're gonna put up points. They're gonna have to outscore them.
Minnesota. Cardinals and
Rams.
Buccaneers. Wait,
Rams.
what's the Rams record?
I don't know, but the Rams are gonna ram me in the ass.
Oh my goodness, the Rams don't have a loss.
All these ties. It's because I've been picking them to win every game. You picked them to lose.
Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos just because I hate the Titans.
Yeah. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
This is when the Jaguar schedule starts falling apart.
Miami.
Yep.
Ravens. I mean Raiders.
Ravers.
And Damian Pierce, we trust.
Sure.
In Pittsburgh and Pickett, we trust.
Yeah. Bills.
Bills. the
Chargers.
Chargers. What are the Chargers right now? Holy shit, 8-1. Fuck, man. Panthers. Well,
Lions.
I think they're. I think. Do you think Panthers?
Yes.
I think they're gonna split. So
Lions.
Lions definitely.
Bucks.
Chiefs are Chiefs. I mean, Bears are 0-10. I saw the C. I saw the C, dude. Bucks.
They might very well be open 10.
True, dude. If they go this bad, they're picking a different because
It
they're
sucks.
picking.
I like their head coach, but the GM
What's crazy is, like I said, there's 3 quarterbacks that are first overall picks and plenty of drafts. So realistically, they could move on from Fields.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I like their
easily.
head coach, but their GM has not done him any favors.
Yeah, and then
If they're picking first overall, they're probably taking Will Anderson. Let's be real.
true. Well, it depends on. Well, I mean, it's a new staff. Maybe they don't fuck with Fields. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna fire everybody after 1 year. Oh, I mean,
No, I'm saying that the staff didn't hire. The
Oh,
staff didn't draft
I mean,
Fields.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we move on from Fields yet.
Yeah, it's tough, but I could see it happening.
Green Bay.
Philly.
Philly. Finally, I give you a Philly.
Do what?
I said I finally give you a Philly.
Patriots.
Sure.
Bills.
Yep.
Damn, we're in week 11. I think next week is when Watson comes back. Raiders. Holy
Yeah.
shit. 8-1, 8-2, 6-1. Well, actually, I'm gonna pick the Chargers to win that game, so 9-1.
Yep.
Bengals.
Yep.
Bengals are 10-0. Fuck, man. Holy shit.
The Steelers might steal that one, actually.
They might.
Let's give the Steelers that one.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
give
it.
it to them. Just because there's no team gonna be no damn not 10-1, 10-0.
Packers, because fuck the Titans. And Damian Pierce, we trust.
Washington.
Philly.
Yep.
Ravens. Rams.
Lions.
Lions, definitely.
Falcons.
Pitts.
God, they're 0-11.
I'm pissing on their grave right now, dude. I'm literally dude. If we're 6-4, while the Jets are 1-9, Bears are 0-11, and
Mind you, we've lost 3 straight.
still, I don't care, bro. We got
Or 2 straight.
We got 6 more wins than I keep saying the Chiefs, than the Bears, and
this is
5 more.
This is our bye week.
Oh, you're right.
It's so late. I like that.
I'm gonna go Vikings.
Yep. Cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah. Next. All right, full. Oh, actually, no. This is not when what's his name?
This is their bye week. I thought. Oh no, it's
No, Browns play down here. All right.
he was out for 11 games.
You know
Oh,
what?
they had a bye week earlier. That's right.
Tennessee's. I can't give the Bengals this record.
Yeah.
What is Tennessee's record, anyways? 5-6. That's fine. Yeah. Miami. Ravens.
This is the game we're going to, man.
Oh, we're going to. Nah, fuck it. I can't pick us to lose this game.
Right, we have to win that game.
We're gonna hopefully link up with Deshaun. Everything, bro. Come on.
When we win this game, people are gonna start taking the Jaguars seriously.
Facts. This is gonna be like the Seahawks in 2017, the Seattle game.
Yep.
That's what this game is. Dude, imagine if we're this good. What are the Ravens? What were the Ravens before this?
7. They were 7-2.
6-4,
we were
7-2. You think this game could? You think this game could get flexed if both teams are that good?
Possibly.
Dude, I'd pass out if we bought tickets and they flexed it in the prime time.
Yeah.
Steelers. Bills. Imagine the Lions beat the Bills like we beat the Bills last year.
Yeah. Just run
Vikings.
through it, man. Run through it.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. You know what? You know what? You know what? There you go. There you go, Chicago.
Run through it. Run through it.
The Broncos. Them. Them.
You didn't click it?
Them. 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 Them.
Yep.
Fuck
yep.
them.
I haven't disagreed
them.
yet. I haven't disagreed yet, except for right there. I disagree, Green Bay.
Okay. Okay. Buffalo.
Take it.
You know what?
Taking forever.
Houston's pissing on Cleveland's grave. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
That would be that's the one time I'll ever root for Houston, just because it'd be fucking comedy.
Yeah.
Ravens, Chiefs. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get the Raiders one.
Sure.
Chiefs, because the Bengals can't have this fucking record. Sorry, Lions, we're pissing on your grave.
Skipped one.
There, I got it. Steelers.
The Trayvon Aiden Bowl. That's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be lit. Philly, Miami.
Yep. Yep.
Cowboys. Fucking. Fuck you. Fuck you, Chicago.
Green Bay.
Washington.
Rams.
The Rams.
Bucks.
Bucks. The Rams are gonna ram it up the Seahawks' ass.
This is a 2 hours and 15 minutes podcast.
On God. You know what? Fuck the Titans. I'm just kidding. I gotta go to Titans.
They're Nashville. They're winning that game.
Bills. Okay, I think Cleveland's actually gonna win a game now.
Okay.
Actually, no, fuck that. Deshaun Watson sucks ass.
He does suck, actually.
He was actually terrible.
Ravens. Chargers.
Chargers.
Chiefs.
Rams. Yeah, Rams. Fuck it.
Cowboys.
Fucking Cardinals. Wait, what's the record for the?
Who cares?
Okay. The Detroit's beating them. Fucking Philly. Fucking the 49ers got to take one. That's fucking Carolina. Okay, we got 3 more. Actually, we got the playoffs too. God damn it.
We're not gonna make it.
Okay, Raven. You know, I'm just gonna start picking. I'm just kidding.
Just start picking, bro.
Buffalo, Chicago, Chiefs, Raiders.
But if I disagree, I'll tell you. Are we gonna lose to the Cowboys at home, bro?
Yes, actually. Yeah. Fuck
Okay,
it.
we'll lose to them. It's fine.
I can't be too cracked up right now. There. All right. Next. All right. Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck the Jets.
Jags.
Titans.
On Thursday night. No. Yes.
I misclicked. You know what? Fine. I'll give the Browns one. They're at 3-12, dude. Holy shit. Fucking Green Bay.
This year's a wash for them.
It is. Boom. You know what? Fuck it. Boom. Boom.
I think Carolina wins that game.
Why did I do this? I don't know what I did.
Carolina wins that game. I don't know what you did.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, fuck it. I'll split the series between these two.
Sure.
And then fuck it, Cardinals. All right, week 17. Jaguars over Texans. Yay.
Yeah, you haven't done week
Jags
18 yet.
Jags are 10-6.
You have to do week 18 also.
Oh shit, you're right. Chiefs, Steelers gotta take one. Oh no, the Steelers are not going 10 wins. Fuck that. Fucking shit. Shit. Bitch.
Bills. Let's go. Titans, Browns, Colts, Raiders, Seattle, Chargers.
Oh, whoops. Oh, what a game. LA. Whose home game is that technically?
Buccaneers, Cardinals, Lions, Eagles, Green Bay.
Okay. Week 18.
Let's go. That's a good game, dude. That's gonna have implications right there. That's implications for. Look at that. You got the Chiefs finishing third, bro.
Oh shit! That means they missed the playoff. Well, actually, no, it
No,
wasn't.
they're
In the 6th seed. Okay.
Chargers.
Pittsburgh missing the playoffs at 10-5-2, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
are
that.
we splitting with the Titans? Yep.
Bengals, Bills. Houston's gonna piss on their grave.
Sure.
3-12. Oh
Sure.
my lord. Cardinals. Rams.
Packers.
Packers. I already had the Detroit sneaking one. Them.
Okay, next.
All right.
Wild
Jaguars
card.
over the
Oh God!
Ravens. You know what? Fuck
We
it.
made it.
We're
We
on
made
our
it to the-
we're on our
no,
27 we're on our 2017 shit.
No. Let's be realistic. We made it to the wild card. That's good enough for me.
We're at home, dude. We're at home. You think
They beat us at home already.
Exactly. We're getting them on the second time.
Okay.
Okay. Bengals Chiefs are getting revenge for last year. Chargers, and then fuck. Wait, what the hell? Would the Bills miss the playoffs? Oh no, they gotta buy.
Yeah.
16-1.
What? Okay.
Give me
Vikings.
Philly. Oh, you got we can't do a tie. You know, fuck it. We're going with Philly. Fuck you.
Wow.
Bucks.
Next tie is mine then.
Okay.
Green Bay.
Okay. Next. All right. Chargers are whipping our ass. Bills.
Yeah.
This is literally what I have. Chargers Bills that's what I predicted initially. Green Bay is going to the NFC Championship game just to lose again. Rams. And then I got the Bills.
I got Chargers, so
You think
Chargers?
I can't. I personally can't, because since I have Justin Herbert winning MVP, so I can't have him going to the Super Bowl or winning it. The LA Bowl? Are you shitting me? I gotta go. I can't pick LA since I can't pick the Chargers since I picked him.
Chargers.
Since we got time, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper,
scissors, shoot.
I win! Damn!
Chargers.
Damn, you got the Chargers breaking history. All right, let's look at these records real quick. 16-1 Bills. Holy shit.
Who cares? What's the Jaguars? 11-6 with a wild card dub at home.
Holy shit, dude. I will be at that game if we go to the playoffs.
Trevor is him.
11-3, 12-2. Who shit the bed? 4-13 Bills.
I think Carolina does better than 4-11-2.
The fucking the Colts finished last. Holy shit.
Well, you were Pierce.
And Pierce, we trust, baby. One win. That means they have the first overall pick. Wait, no, is it them or the Jets? 1-5. And no, that means we don't know the strength of schedule. So it's either the Jets. Oh my lord, the two teams that took quarterbacks alongside us.
Yeah, there's no way this is happening with this.
They're both taking new quarterbacks. They're both moving on. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. It was great. It's a long one. We'll see you guys next week.
Do we have viewer questions?
Oh, we do. Oh, God. Well, we'll see you guys in a second. We're back. Okay, it's viewer question time, guys. If you guys have any questions ever, just comment them below or follow us on Twitter. We tweet every week asking for questions. It's not that difficult. Go ahead and ask the questions there. Here's a question from Patrick, taking a absolute piss on me. Thoughts on Darian Kendrick making a 53-man roster after some suggesting he should go undrafted? He still fucking sucks.
I still don't agree. He sucks. Next question.
Which post-roster cut free agent pickup are you most excited for? Riley Patterson.
Kendrick, whatever his name was, Pryor.
Okay, this is from Link. Over-under. These are all over-unders. Over-under, Trevor Lawrence, 350 passing yards. I have under. You saw our prediction earlier. 3 sacks for the Jags.
Over.
Push. Actually, over. I forgot. There's other guys. 1 sack for Trayvon. Push. 1 missed field goal by the Jags. Under. Carson Wentz 1 turnover. Over. 100 scrimmage yards for ETN. Under.
Over.
Scary Terry 75 yards receiving.
Under.
And the Link special Farrell 2 catches. Under. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. It was a fun one. If you guys didn't watch this in one sitting, great. If not, hopefully you guys are watching this live as it uploads, because
right.
That's great. Sean will probably be there like he was last time. I might be too. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. We will see you guys next week when hopefully the Jags are 1-0. Peace.
Later.